Hey guys, it's me, Andrea Renee with She Cooked It. Today we're going to be making some stuffed bell peppers. So I have red, green, and yellow bell peppers. And what we're going to make is, I made some chili 2 days ago, so I still have some in the refrigerator. So I decided today I will make some chili cheese mashed potato stuffed peppers. So let's get started. So we're gonna start with, I have some water boiling back here on the stove. So we're gonna start with, I'm gonna be using white potatoes to make the mashed potatoes with. So we're just gonna cut these up. And in my water, I have a little bit of chicken bouillon, and then I'm gonna add a little cube, just a small cube of butter when I add the potatoes. So the perfect thing about white potatoes is that you don't have to peel them. It's not necessary. You have the option. So I don't peel them because you don't have to. So we're just gonna dice the rest of these. And as far as the chili, mine is homemade chili today, but you can use canned chili. I'm sure it will come out better if you made your own chili. That way you can incorporate your own meats into it. If you want to use a lean ground beef or a fatty ground meat, you know, you can put sausage, ground sausage into it, ground chicken. I'm gonna do one more, this other half, and then that'll be it. I'm not gonna do that last one. Okay, so before I put this into the water, I'm going to just cut a little slither of butter and add it into the water. So not much, it's like 2 tablespoons. And the water is already boiling, and like I said, it has chicken bouillon in it. So we're not gonna have to add much to it after the potatoes are done and we drain them. We'll probably just add a little bit of garlic and black pepper. Cover those, let those cook. And then now we're gonna start our bell peppers. We're just gonna kind of cut the tops off of these and then cut the inner portions of it out. And I didn't just do green or just red. I decided to do all of the colors because anytime you see a lot of colors in your food, that means there's a lot of flavor. So I wanted to incorporate all of the colors today. So now we're just gonna cut the tops off of them. And you see what the inside of this looks like. So you wanna take all of this out of it. and just put it to the side. See? So you want to do the same thing with all of the peppers. And what I like to do after I've removed all of the portions out of the peppers is I like to just sit a napkin in it, paper towel, to kind of let it soak up some of the moisture that's in the pepper, because it can compromise what you're stuffing it with sometimes. So you don't want to have too much moisture. So I just stick this in there while I get some of the other stuff going. Like I'm gonna get the chili out. The chili has been refrigerated since Monday. So I'm just gonna reheat it on the stove in a saucepan. So this is my chili. So now we're just gonna add the chili into a saucepan. And like I said, it was pre-prepared. So you can use a chili that you prepared a day before, or you can use a canned chili. And we're not cooking this, we're just warming it up for about 5 minutes. So I'm pretty sure the potatoes are ready by now. We're gonna try to check them real quick with this fork. Just gonna press them to the wall and smash easily, they're done. So we wanna get our colander and we're just gonna drain them. And before I put them back into the pot, I'm gonna add a little bit of butter. And I'm just putting my fire on low because I'm gonna keep it on low when I get ready to use the mixer for these. So this time I'm gonna do about 3 tablespoons, maybe 4 tablespoons of butter. And then I'm gonna add the potatoes back into the pot. So like I said earlier, we're just gonna add a little bit of black pepper to the potatoes. Not too much because they are already seasoned from the bouillon that we put in them earlier. And then I wanna add a little bit of garlic. And for the liquid, I'm doing half and half. And so what I like to do is use my hand mixer to really get this to a creamy consistency. Not too creamy because like I said, we're gonna stuff this inside of a pepper. So I kind of just mash it up a little bit with the hand mixer before I actually turn it on. And then I start it on a really low. And then I'll speed it up later. so you can kind of see the potatoes. Okay, so now that we've got our chili warmed up, I'm just going to transfer it to this small bowl so that I could have more space to work in. So we're going to put our chili right here, and then we'll just go ahead and use the pot for the potatoes. So what we're going to do is a layer process. So like I told you earlier, the peppers, I let them kind of dry out with a little paper towel in here so it's not too moist. So you just want to remove those. And I'm going to be using a white cheddar cheese. I mixed a white cheddar cheese and a Monterey Jack cheese in here. And then this will be a mild cheddar cheese on top. So we're going to layer it. So what we'll do is potatoes, chili, and then in between there we'll do some of the cheese. So the first layer, I did the potatoes, and then I'm going to add a little bit of the white cheese mixture to that, and then chili, and then more potatoes. So this is what it's gonna look like. So I have my little pan here, and I'm just gonna spray it with a little bit of nonstick spray, because we're gonna finish these in the oven. And I'm gonna do this in the oven on 375 for, I don't, maybe 15 minutes, 10, 15 minutes, just until the cheeses melt. Because everything inside of the pepper is cooked. You just want to kind of soften your peppers and get your cheese to melt. So this also works well with rice and mushrooms. So I've done it that way before too. And for the cheese, I don't always add cheese either. What got me to start incorporating cheese was actually my son. He doesn't like cheese in general, but for some reason he just loves it when it's time to eat chili. So that's what brought about that idea. And the last layer on this green pepper, because we've already got our yellow pepper, and then we're just going to put it inside of the casserole dish as well. So once we get them out of the oven, we'll then garnish them with some fresh parsley. So this is what they look like after they're all done. And now we're just going to add our top layer of cheese. So we're not gonna cover these with foil, but you can cover, but I'm not gonna cover them today. But what I am gonna do is put a little bit of olive oil on top of them so it doesn't dry out. And then once they've all baked really soft and good, we'll get them out the oven and put a little bit of fresh parsley on top of them. So now they're ready to come out of the oven. So we're just gonna take those out and then we're gonna finish them off with a little bit of parsley and some fresh chives. So this is what they look like. So now we're just going to add a little bit of parsley. And then I'm going to chop up some fresh chives. So yeah, these only stayed in for about 12 minutes because I just wanted to melt the cheese. And now I'm just doing some fresh chives. You can do onions. You could do jalapeno peppers, whatever you prefer. And you could sprinkle it with a little bit of red pepper flakes. And you can use this, tonight I'm using it as a side for our dinner. But you can also use it as a meal if you make like some cornbread muffins with it or just some cornbread. And I'm not gonna test it because it's really, really hot. So I'll post a picture of it later and maybe all of the ingredients and steps. Thank you for watching. It's Andrea Renee with She Cooked It. And I'm on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter as She Cooked It, and YouTube now as She Cooked It. I was Andrea Renee at first, but people were having such a hard time finding me. So I changed my YouTube name to She Cooked It. So look me up. Thank you for watching.